Hello, hello. This is Teresa Satcher with Kingdom Legacy Partnerships. I am visionary founder, and I was on earlier this week, and I told you that Kingdom Legacy Partnerships, we're discussing with other business owners three things that they've learned on their business journey that they can share with other business owners. So I have Miss Nayjuana Stevens,
Hello.
and hello, yes. And she's going to tell you a bit about her business. She's going to give you three things that she's learned on this journey in her business or businesses, I would say. And I'm going to actually just review what I went over on Monday. If you caught the video earlier, the first video we did. So the three things that I gave you that I learned on this journey as a visionary founder for Kingdom Legacy Partnerships and then other businesses that I oversee. One, every process, every event, every product, everything in your business is not going to be at its full potential. And because it's not, you have to leave room for growth and don't get upset when things are not where it should be. The same processes that I've used or that I had in my business, the first year of business, I don't use anymore because my business has evolved. And even when I wasn't, when I didn't like the fact that my business was not where I wanted it to be, or the processes or the products or the services that we provide wasn't where it should be, sometimes it would hinder me from moving forward because it wasn't perfect. So don't look for perfection, look for growth. Everything will change and evolve as you go through your business. That was the first thing that I've learned during business, just to go forward and to do everything in excellence with what you have. The second thing I listed earlier was live in the moment. A lot of times we're looking for the next accomplishment, the next goal, the next big thing in our business, and we don't stop to look around and say, wow, I've accomplished a lot. I've done a lot. I've come far. And you want to make sure that you celebrate every, even if it's little, every accomplishment, every goal you've accomplished in your business is so important. You don't want to keep just looking to the next thing, and not living and being happy with what you've done in your business. And then the last thing I said was stay motivated. Oh my goodness, especially if you work from home as an entrepreneur, staying motivated in business is so important. That requires maybe you listen to motivational speakers. That requires you having maybe motivational quotes around your office or around your home, being around other business owners. But entrepreneurship can get lonely and it requires sometimes self-motivation. So you want to make sure that you put things in place where you're always motivated, where it's something always motivating you. So those are things I went over, and I went a little more in depth with that on Monday. But I have Miss Nayjuana Stevens today. Can you tell us a little bit about your businesses?
Absolutely. I am the owner of Creative Learning Service LLC, and it's a tutoring service for kindergarten through 8th grade, and it's for reading and math because I believe it's the foundation for all other subjects. So if you have reading and math, that's the foundation for science, social studies, whatever else you need to do.
Right.
So that's the first one, and I'm also an author. 30 Days of Pure Worship and Self-Reflection.
Yes.
It's a gut level honest
I have the book.
Oh, wonderful. Good. But it's a gut level, getting honest with yourself about issues that you might be facing. Like if, as you're doing business, you need to be honest with areas in your life that you might need to change or to just recognize. Sometimes we can't see it until other people tell us, maybe, if they're ready to be honest with us.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Yeah, so Creative Learning Service. And
Yes.
then you have the book, 30 Days of Pure Worship and Self-Reflection.
Yes.
Okay, great. So based on the topic that we're going through this week with other business owners, what are three things that you've learned as a business owner or just on your entrepreneurship journey in general
Right.
What have you learned?
And I'm still learning, of course.
Yes.
You never stop learning, but I can say first and foremost, I learned that being an entrepreneur, it's a calling.
Oh my
It's
God.
a ministry. And so for me, you
Yes.
have to first put God first and seek him first in everything that you do, and then all these things shall be added to you. So you have to see what the need is, and okay,
Mm-hmm.
how can I serve? How can I solve this problem with the help of the Lord? So
Yes.
that's the
Yes.
first thing that I learned.
I'm writing that down. Yes.
So that's the first thing. And then my second thing, I think you touched on it a little bit in terms of like having a mantra or speaking those things. We have to speak those things that are not as though they already are. So you say, I am, you tell yourself what you are or what your business is. Um,
Yes.
and not only that, but as you're speaking, that brings life. If we were told to write the vision and to make it plain, and it's like it's something happens when you speak things into the atmosphere.
Yes.
Speaking
It does.
positive things about your business, about yourself, and about who you are. So
Right.
that's definitely key. What you said, and I definitely agree with that. And with that, as you're speaking things, I learned how to put systems in place. You got to work
Yes.
smarter, not harder. So, you can't, I mean, of course, as a business person, as you're starting out, you're doing things by yourself, but you want to make sure you're partnering with other people because we're not a lone island. But
Yes.
putting systems in place, how you send out emails or how you correspond with people, how you connect with people, um, how you make your phone call, whatever it is that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Systems are definitely important. And I think I said my two or three, I'm not sure. But just knowing things that just doesn't happen automatically.
Right.
So
Right.
I think if I had those three, those would probably be my three, is to make sure you know that entrepreneurship is a calling.
Yes.
Speaking, having a mantra, motivational words,
Mm.
speaking life to yourself and your business, and just having
Very
systems
important.
in place.
That's awesome. I like what you said about having systems in place because
Mm-hmm.
it's important. If I could add something to what I said even Monday based off what you're saying, it's important to have systems in place, and it's important to know that the systems require change. Just like I was saying, processes change because early on I was able to do everything in my business by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But once my clients started increasing, it was like, wait a minute, I may have to put some money out to get
Right.
administrative assistant or get someone to do some of my flyers, or
You
I
have
may
to
have
invest.
yes, you have to invest, and it's true, you have to spend money, honestly, to make more
To
money.
get money. You have to spend money to get money.
Yes, you do. You have to invest. So even though I was making money from the clients, I had to, budget what I need to put out for people that can help me.
Absolutely.
Delegating. And some business owners don't want to delegate because they think that the way they do it, um, it will always be done right. And some
Mm-mm.
people have a problem letting go. That's one of the reasons why some people don't delegate, because they're not sure if someone will take their vision, and run with it, or do it the way that they know that they would do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to let go of that also and take the time to train someone,
Yep.
explain my vision,
Absolutely.
um, and tell them what I expect, and
Yeah.
just communicate. They may not get it right away, but you give them time. But because you need people, like you said, eventually you're going to need a team.
Yes. Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
can't do everything. I even
Right.
went as far as writing down some things, some roles that I need in my business. So whatever I see that I'm not supposed to be doing, I write down what I'm not
Again,
supposed to be
you
doing.
work
Yes.
smarter and not harder. And one
Mm-hmm.
thing that I learned being in other like small business ventures at first, I learned that it has to be duplicatable. If it's not
Oh
duplicatable,
wow.
then you really spinning your wheels. You should be somebody else should
Should be
be
able
able
to
to
do it.
do what you're doing. If you have
Yes.
to have a script, then you have a script. If you have to
Yes.
have again, when you're making follow-up phone calls, okay, what are the words? It be automatic.
Mm, that's good. That's good. Like a template for
Yes.
everything.
Absolutely.
Right. So someone out, someone that you are considering, they're able to just go and do what you've been doing.
Absolutely. That's what I learned. It has to be duplicatable.
Wow.
I definitely learned from my mistakes. I don't know
Right.
if that's another number off for number 3. But
Yes, no, it's funny because I'll talk about mistakes too. Like the reality is you're going to make mistakes.
Definitely.
You are. There's no way around it. But those mistakes are so great and vital because you learn so much from them.
Yes.
And you become an expert eventually, on your journey of entrepreneurship because you had mistakes. You've had areas where you had to grow.
My first client taught me a lot, actually. My first client, I was wondering why my first client would like, wait a minute, I'm getting all these no-shows. Like, what's going on?
Yes.
And at that time, you counting on, okay, wait, that's my first client. And all right. So what I learned to do is, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have more sessions.
Right.
More sessions instead of one session. So you even want the more sessions or not? And one session would be a little more. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Them first clients are the best because you do learn a lot from the first client.
Absolutely.
And I even talked about on Monday, on my previous video, I talked about how sometimes you're learning along the way. Like no one can ever tell you they were an expert as soon as they got into their
absolutely.
They actually learn along the way. And sometimes they're not even sure if they're doing it right.
Absolutely.
They don't.
I had that where I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll figure that out next time, or I guess next time. So yes.
But it's a part of the journey. And like I showed even in my video, I have a mug that says find joy in the journey. And you have to find joy in this journey. If not, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be upset, frustrated, but you have to find joy in this.
That means you cannot give up. That means you have to keep going and know that eventually, okay, one day I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit the mark. But sometimes it seems like you're not hitting it. But if you keep going, it'll come.
Yes. Wow. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate your 3 nuggets that you were able to share with other small business owners. So where can we find you in regards to Creative Learning Service?
Well, I'm at creativelearningservice.com, which is the letter A is the number 8. The number 8, creativelearningservice.com.
Okay.
And you can also find me on Facebook under creativelearningservice.com as well.
Great. And what about your book? Where can we find your book and, just a website in regards to your book or you being an author?
And I'm also on social media with 30 Days of Pure Worship and Self-Reflection as well. So you can find me at 30daysofpureworships.com. So it's a S at the end of worships.com.
Okay. And then
on social media, Facebook as well.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your time. And I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. So remember everyone that Kingdom Legacy Partnerships, we desire to equip other businesses in every area and in every stage of business so that businesses can truly thrive and meet their full potential, operate at their full potential. So that's why we have this platform where we're highlighting businesses, but we're using other small businesses to teach other small businesses so that we can learn from each other. We be a resource to one another. So thanks for joining us, and look out for another video. I'll have another business owner on this week, so I'm excited about that. Thank you again, Ms. Nayjuana.
Thank you. God bless.
All right. Have a good day.
Good day.
All right. Bye-bye.